Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to episode number 75 of The Road to Glory. And if you haven't already seen the last episode, I tell you about my perfect start to the weekend league that's just gone by. So do check it out in the top right corner if you haven't already witnessed that one. It's quite a good one in my opinion. I showcase some pretty nice gameplay. But we're carrying on from here. You know that my mission every week at this point is to get to auto qualification stage for the next weekend league, which is pushing me up to 11 wins. We've got 4 to go. How many games will it actually take me to get there? So can we continue the streak of absolute winnage? So that's what we're aiming to do. Come up against I don't know, the attack looks pretty formidable, but then he's got a couple of average players in there. And guys, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button on today's video. I'd greatly appreciate if we could work towards 1,000 likes. It would really mean the world to me, and of course help the channel out as well. So I end up going 1-0 up with a guy that doesn't often score for me. It's actually my CDM, that is Raja 9 Golan. He was just in the right place at the right time. I remember holding the ball around the edge of my opponent's box for quite a while, just sort of dribbling around, trying to find space, and eventually I worked myself a goal, and then that goes in. Like 3-star weak foot of Mane, straight from my goalie's legs. It felt like he hardly earned that one, but it was a tough game. I was having the most possession, but it was difficult to work through this guy's defence. And then big Serge Milinkovic-Savic comes up and gets the goal. In the 69th minute, he is able to put me 2-1 up. Pretty sure that's his first goal for the club. I wouldn't say he's been quiet. He's been pulling the strings in the midfield. He's been absolutely beastly at interceptions, at creating stuff. He's not got really any contributions, but I have to say I've been loving him. I really enjoy having him in the team. To me, he feels kind of like a Hullet player in the squad. Can really make and change a game for me, which I love. He just hasn't really been getting the goals that he deserves. I remember playing Pogba in the right centre mid spot. He'd come away with goals all the time. Savic isn't quite that sort of player, but he has got the stats to become that. So hopefully maybe he adapts and gets back into, or gets into that sort of role as well as just being that midfield general. So I end up with a win there, and we're now at 8. So we're 8 games played, 8 wins had. So I'm loving that. Going to this next one, this guy's got a meta squad. He's got the Bayern triangle. He's got the, you know, the decent players. But can you believe that decision right there was to give me a penalty? His Bay, which was running, like somehow took my player out, but he wasn't in control of that player. Felt very, very hard done by from my opponent, and then dive straight over the ball as well. So I'm getting super lucky at the start of this one, and I'm sure that I'm annoying my opponent as well. And then that's when you know it's your game, right? When the ball just, like, a good save from the goalie, but it falls straight out. And I'm not even surprised that he rage quit that one. Taking us up to 9 wins. The perfect start. Can we get 10-0? That is what I really want to get. And we come up against this guy. Another strong team, man. Nearly a full special squad. He's got 92 rated prime Bergkamp, 90 rated prime Larson. Lots of players that can cause me damage, especially Mo Salah, who plays a lovely ball across. And as you can see, it's Bergkamp who taps that ball away in the 11th minute. Now, I was using Bergkamp a lot in the last weekend league. Truly rated him. I thought he was a great player. Lacking a little bit of pace, but other than that, like, has such great technical ability. And then someone else who's got good technical ability is the 96 Kane, because he's just rifled one home there to get my equaliser. Now, that was an important goal, because this guy felt like a good player, and I felt like if I didn't score pretty soon after he did against me, that this game might get away from me a little bit. He might end up taking this one, going 2 and 3-0 up. But it was actually me that properly turned the game around. By the 26th minute, I'm in the lead, you know. I've managed to force that ball into Harry Kane. He's taken a touch, and I'm thinking, like, just shoot. In my mind, I'm like, I don't care if there's a defender or two there. It's probably going to go through the legs. Just bang it on target and hope for the best. And that's what happened. We go 2-1 up. Hazard then plays it into my substitute, Munier, and they're playing the ball around nicely. That's great work from Eden, and I get very lucky with a bounce. It falls out to Munier, who is there to tap that one home. For some reason, whenever he comes on, he scores for me. Like, he actually does get up. You know, I was saying about Milinkovic-Savic not being the kind of guy to really get that involved. I was saying that in the last episode. Well, yeah, like, Munier does. But in the 90th minute, that happens. Like, to make it 3-3 as well. I was winning the game by 2 goals. And then that happens. Oh my god, it gets worse every time I see it. It's so heartbreaking. And it takes me into extra time. And to be fair, look at the stats. My opponent deserved to probably be winning, but I needed to hold on. I felt like I should have been able to hold on. And then Rui Costa goes and scores that for him 7 minutes into extra time. And like, you know, you can almost hear the Titanic music playing over it. Harry Kane gets a great chance wide of the post, and for the first time in the weekend league in my first 10 games, I was about to win in the 90th minute, and then I didn't. So I messaged him saying that 90th minute luck though, and that was my way of being like as nice as I possibly could be. And he came back saying, "Oh no, lol, sorry, GG." So there was no hard feelings there apart from the fact that the guy had a Norwich badge and I just lost to probably a Norwich fan, which hurts. I hate that. Anyway, we can move on. You know, 9 wins out of 10 is really not bad. Considering some of the teams I've faced, like, I'm actually really happy with the start. I know that, you know, back in the day where I would just play up to 5 wins in the weekend league, sometimes that took me like 12 or 13 games to get there. So knowing that I can get to nearly 10 wins now, like playing good football, and it's not taking me many more games than actually like 10 matches, it's a great feeling. I'm feeling kind of confident when I go into game. A lot of it is down to this man, and that's a brilliant goal. Like, that's a half chance. That angle on the weak foot, I've pelted it into the top corner, and it's gone perfectly where I wanted it to, and I couldn't ask for any more from this player. Like, he is honestly the craziest goal scorer I've used on FIFA this year. Like, I've used 94 R9, and yeah, he's more dynamic. He's got the 5-star skills, got a 5-star weak foot. But to be honest, this Harry Kane's got a 5-star weak foot. Like, with the shooting, the 99 shooting and the 4-star weak foot, it just feels perfection anyway. But yeah, he's a little bit less agile. He doesn't have the skill moves. But I think I would probably take this Kane over a 94 R9, which sounds so odd, but he's so goddamn reliable, it's nuts. So I'm 3-1 up in this game, and it's feeling good. Like, I feel like I'm going to win this one. And then he scores that with his substitute, and I'm like, okay, Rigoni, I know he's got a special card. That's probably a special version of it. But I shouldn't have let that in. Like, he's not got crazy long shots, has he? And it's all good, because we can restore the lead. You know, we're back up to 2 goals ahead now, with less than 20 minutes to go in this game. Harry Kane has just netted again. Nice ball in from Leon Bailey. Hits that one on the turn. David Luiz ain't getting near it. And then, well, Batshuayi plays it into Marco Reus. Straight into Farman, but he knocks it into the net. Not much I can really do about that apart from better defending. Can't rely on my keeper to save that one, that's for sure. And then this Rigoni and Batshuayi combo up front started to tear me apart. He gets a goal there. I would expect a goal like that to go in. Batshuayi with the 86 rated version has got crazy shooting. But then look at the dribbling here. Look at how he gets past my defender. I don't know how he gets past that. And I concede and get dabbed on in the 88th, nearly 89th minute. And I was like 2 goals up 20 minutes ago. Not even 20 minutes ago. And I come away with a 5-4 loss. So after 9 straight wins, I ended up getting 2 losses in a row, which wasn't happy about. And I deserved that game as well. I really did. Like, and I can't believe I completely bottled it at the end, which sucked, I'm not gonna lie. So I composed myself for a bit, go into another game, and I'm like, oh my god, look at this team. A full special squad, loads of prime icons everywhere. He's got 94 Messi, 94 Ronaldinho, he's got a bloody Hullet, he's got prime Rio Ferdinand, prime Puyol, like unreal team. Like a bit of an SBC match, I'm not gonna lie. They're probably all SBC players, but yeah, that's the cheapest way to get them, right? If you're happy to keep them for a while, then get the untradeable versions. But I go 1-0 up. Not gonna lie, it took me 50 minutes to do so. This guy was, I would say, not quite as good of a player as I am, and I'm not calling myself good there. It's just he wasn't on my level of skill, but he had a better team, which was kind of keeping him up there. But then eventually, I guess I came through with a couple of quick goals, literally the 50th minute, then the 55th minute. This time with Leon Bailey and his terrible finishing stat, getting in there and slotting it in perfectly as you do. And then, well, Ronaldinho and Salah working their magic together. bang off the bar, and that's unfortunate for me. That drops to Salah, goes in the back of the net, and I'm a little bit annoyed because now I've got to hold this game on. It's the 90th minute, and I'm about to get countered on, and you know what's going to happen. Messi takes it past Boateng. I can't catch him. Lionel Messi hits the post, and I absolutely boot it away. The final whistle goes. I just got gifted a very, very lucky break there right at the end. That could have gone into extra time. I feel if it did, he probably would have won, just with the momentum of coming back and scoring 2 goals. But yeah, very, very lucky to get the win there. Inside of the post in the last kick of the game. That's craziness. But we go into another one here. Guy's got SBC Cristiano. Look at that ball through to Kane, by the way, who then plays it off to Bailey. Bailey back to Kane, hitting that one a little bit on the fall over, just on the turn. It was a dodgy situation to be in, but again, he can make anything out of nothing. So I'm happy that it was him in that situation and not Bailey, because I don't think I would have scored the goal. But at half time, my opponent was holding possession against me well, playing pretty decent football. He'd brought Maradona on, and right at the start of the second half, that's when Maradona strikes on me. Like, that goal was terrible. One, I should have blocked that with Boateng, and 2, how does that go through the goalie? I don't understand. Not good enough. I wasn't happy. And then I missed that straight away down the other end. Hazard, letting me down, buddy. What are you doing? And then, well, he blocks that, but I end up getting the lucky bounce and a little slice of my own luck for the first time in a couple games, apart from the Messi thing, obviously. But yeah, we get the goal. Milinkovic-Savic getting his second goal for our club, and then Hazard sort of making up for that earlier volley miss by getting himself a goal in the 75th minute, and that's going to force my opponent to rage quit right there, and he had changed to a very attacking formation, so it was all or nothing for him at that point. And there you go, guys, we have made it. We have made it to the promised land, well, my promised land, which is 11 wins, and we've done exactly how we did last week. 11 wins and 2 losses. I'm buzzing about that, I'm not going to lie. And I tweeted this out, so if you follow me on Twitter, you would have already known how it had done. And I do recommend following me on Twitter. I'm like less than 700 away from 100,000 followers. Please follow me on Twitter. That's what I really want. I'd love that. Thank you. But this is how everyone's been doing so far. Way over a contribution a game for Bailey. Like, he might not score all the goals, but that's mainly just because Kane does. He's really getting the assists on board now. This is what I'm talking about with Hazard. Like, 13 contributions in 17 games from my cam. I need that to be higher. I don't know what we need to do there. Like, I'm a bit worried. And then Kane, well, 84 goals, 28 assists in just 60 games. Mental. The guy is a beast. And I know I've had quiet periods with him as well, where he's not done all of the work, and like Bailey has. So for him to still be way above a goal a game, you know, nearly 2 contributions to a game, that's nuts. I love him. I really do. So there's the episode for you guys today. Do me a favour, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to sub if you're new around here. Have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Peace.